fellow photographers, in this video I'll try to be more practical than my usual and go straight to the point. So, my favorite lens for street photography for micro four thirds mount is not a micro four thirds mount lens. Actually, it's a Fujinon 55mm f1.8 and it's a vintage lens with M42 mount. That is the classical old Russian lens mount, but this is Japanese, I guess. No, Fujinon is Japanese. Yeah, Japanese, totally Japanese. And to film this video, I decided to use my Pentacon 29mm f2.8, which is another M42 mount lens, so that it's all more coherent. And I'm joking. No guys, actually I'm joking, that's just because I sold my Lumix digital lenses, because I'm updating my gear, but I'll tell you in another video, maybe the next one. Probably the next one. Anyway, I used to have this lens, the Fujinon 55, attached to an old Fujifilm camera that my grandfather owned back in the 70s. And as soon as I realized that I could use it on my digital cameras, I started searching for adapters of any kind. For a long time, I used it with a mechanical adapter by K&F Concept, that I still have, by the way. But the real deal was changing the mechanical adapter, the K&F Concept 1, to my Pixco Speedbooster for M42 mount. That is the one that I'm using also right now with the Pentacon. The Pixco Speedbooster is basically an adapter with a piece of glass that produces a larger field of view and gathers more light. But I have a whole video about that, so the Pixco Speedbooster, so I'll leave it in the description. So, using this adapter with the Fuji 55, it becomes roughly an 82.5mm f1.2. That is beyond cool if you think about it. So, I'm basically saying that my favorite street photography lens and probably my favorite lens in general is roughly an 85mm. And I don't shoot portraits only. Well, I shoot some strangers' portraits while strolling around, but basically I shoot whatever I want with this focal length. It's yeah, I shoot what inspires me, because I love the way it renders colors and the fact that the autofocus area is organic and the figures don't seem cut out with a scissor and glued on the background. Plus, it's all metal and you feel its structure while holding it. I don't have to specify that it doesn't support autofocus, so you have to shoot manual focus, and it's better to shoot manual as well on the camera. And actually I think that shooting with manual focus makes you think a lot more about what you're doing, instead of just going around and half press the shutter button, get in focus, shoot, and you're done. But when I used to be a photographer as my main job, of course I needed digital autofocus lenses, because the whole process was faster and sometimes I had to rush a bit and get things done quickly. Often actually, not sometimes, because when you're a photographer as your main job you have to do things like this, very quickly, very fast. But now that I'm only taking pictures and shooting videos of what I want, and you can check my contents on Instagram, I prefer taking my time and doing things as I want them to be done. So let's see some of my favorite shots using this lens. And I'll link in the description a short video that I made using only the Fuji 55 and the Pixco Speedbooster, of course. So guys, thank you for watching this video, and I hope it inspires you to give a chance to vintage lenses, because they will change completely the way you shoot. Trust me, you have to trust me. So have a nice day and see you soon in the next video.